This is the post that stopped me in my scroll today. A bright, colorful hotel with no particular style whatsoever. Just something that reminded me of simpler times, back when things weren't as complicated. It wasn't textured. It didn't fit the usual mold of what a Minecraft build was today. But to me, it felt alive. It felt like someone was just having fun with the game and showing the world what they made. But the comments, they were a completely different story. They weren't about the builder's creativity. They weren't celebrating the originality. Instead, they all read like copy-pasted critiques, straight out of some kind of building school syllabus. It wasn't about the player's expression anymore. It was about whether or not it used the right block palette or proper textures. It was just about the current meta. And that's when it hit me. When did we all start building the same way? When did Minecraft, the game about imagination and blocks, get rules? Minecraft used to be the Wild West of creativity. If you look back in alpha or even early YouTube content around like 2010, 2011, you'll see a completely different culture than what's seen today. People weren't chasing views. They were just trying things out.
Yeah. What the hell just happened?
And that wasn't embarrassing back then. That was just how people played. People would do whatever they want. From building entire cities out of TNT to doing, what is this? It didn't matter if it looked good. It mattered if you made it. Because every world was a time capsule for the player's imagination. Messy, unfinished, chaotic, but most importantly, real. Back then, no one would have told King Hippo 11 that their Rainbow Hotel was bad. They would have said, oh wow, that's wild. How'd you even do the colors? Because the point wasn't about perfection. It was about the joy of discovery. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. Minecraft building developed a meta. Suddenly, it wasn't enough to build a house. You had to texture your walls. You had to add depth. Roofs had to be steep, irregular. You had to make it look like real life. Or else, you just weren't a good builder. This gave a rise to sameness. Builds look polished, yes, and they look good, don't get me wrong. But also, they're all really predictable. So, how did this all happen? Social media. You should have seen this coming. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, they all turned building into a content category, and content rewards certain patterns. Think about it. A 30-second build tutorial doesn't leave much room for experimentation. It has to be clean, digestible, instantly appealing, and so became the template. The algorithm amplifies what works, and what works tends to be safe and familiar. I would know. When millions of people copy the same 5 building tutorials, it's no surprise that creativity starts to feel standardized or not there at all. What once was a personalized sandbox has just become a competition for whose house looks the most like a thumbnail. Off script real quick, but I'm willing to bet if you go onto any regular public survival server and you go exploring for a little bit, you're gonna find some copy-paste blueprint house from a YouTube video or straight off a Google search. I mean, it's just inevitable at this point. It's not inherently bad, don't get me wrong, but they've stopped surprising us at this point. We expect a cozy cottage all around every corner. We expect a sprawling medieval base. We expect to see a Japanese-style temple on every single hill with those cherry blossoms. The shock, the wonder, those are rare now. The culture shifted from building for yourself to building like it's for some kind of presentation. And that's a huge loss in my opinion. Here's the thing. Minecraft is still, at its heart, a creative game. And people still are creative. But creativity doesn't mean polished. It doesn't mean beautiful. It means personal. It means making something that only you would have thought to make. When everyone builds the same way, we lose that. We lose that messy, experimental, joyful weirdness that made Minecraft magical in the first place. The dirt house with 10 torches on the roof, the simple sheep farm that keeps you alive, the Rainbow Hotel, those things have soul. The problem isn't that we've developed standards. The problem is that those standards became expectations. And expectations became rules. And now, instead of encouraging players to express themselves, we're pressuring them to conform. So, is that it? Is creativity really just dead in Minecraft? No, of course not. Sure, there are plenty of players and whole communities who push people to build in a certain specific way, the right way. But creativity, it never really disappears. It just goes underground, waiting for the right place to thrive again. And if you look at the right corners of the Minecraft community, you'll find that players are still building the weirdest, most personal, most unapologetically unique things imaginable. I play on a server called SMP Online, and I mean with my whole heart that this is one of the most unique and amazing servers I've ever played on. Wait a second. Was that fucking Goku?
Hey, it's me, Goku!
This town's completely themed around worms. A city dedicated to Hatsune Miku. There's literally r/place in the game. They have a painting mod, and they make r/place. There's even a Furryville, if that's your thing.
Leave me alone! Akira!
And there's so much more I wish I could show you, but I simply don't have the time or the willpower to realistically show everything that this server has to offer, even only as it's 3 months old now. It truly is a one-of-a-kind experience, and I seriously encourage you to join while they still have a large player base. And the thing is, it works really well. And it's not because these builds are super polished. I mean, some are, don't get me wrong, but it's because they're all personal. They reflect the weird, wild imaginations of the players behind them. And that's the soul of Minecraft. This hotel, by today's standards, it's not clean or cohesive, but it's vibrant, it's colorful, and most importantly, it's creative. And that's what Minecraft is supposed to be. So the next time you build something in Minecraft, ask yourself, does it look good? Or does it look like me? Because really, that's the only standard that ever mattered.